Hello guys and welcome back to Aquatic Life and Theme Parks. In today's video I'm going to be doing Project re-scape update 2. Now in today's video you are going to come and join me while I escape the Amazon tank behind me. So let's start off with cleaning out the rest of the sand in the Amazon tank. So as you can see in front of me right now, the Amazon tank is looking quite dirty. It's just because I've got putting sand up against the windows. So now in this time lapse that you're going to be seeing, I'm going to be filling up water on the aquarium and then pretty much taking out all of the sand with a pipe, which is going to look something like this, into a bucket, and then emptying that sand where I'm going to empty it, and then adding filter and heater. But in this time lapse you're going to be seeing me fill up the aquarium only just about up to here, and then watching me run it all the way back down, and it should be clear without any sand. So it is now the next day and I am about to clean out the sand. Overnight the Amazon tank did dry up eventually and we managed to get all the water and all of the sand out. So I'm now going to go and clean the new sand and the new substrate that is being put in to the Amazon tank, and I'll be joining you back here a little bit later, but for you guys it will be in a few seconds time. So as you can see, we have washed the sand now, and I am now going to be using my first tool in this aquascape, which is a gravel mover. Now this really handy tool that most people if they're doing aquascaping should have. It moves the gravel up to the front and round the back. So I'm going to be doing up to about here of gravel. I don't know if you can see that, but up to about here. And then raising it up slowly but surely at the back, and you'll be seeing that in this time lapse. So there we have it. We have added that beautiful layer of substrate, which is just normal sand, and if you do notice on the camera, it does show that I've gone lower at the front and taller at the back. That's just going to make the hardscape stand out a bit more, and the plants to have a wider root system underneath the substrate, where I am going to be placing root tabs, but that will be coming up in another video, or in another update video very soon. I then went on to adding the filter and the heater into the aquarium. I've got the largest fluval underwater filter that Fluval has made. That is the U4 filter, so hopefully that is going to hold a nice biomass of fish waste, fish food and debris in the water column, and it will be able to intake it and make sure the water is crystal clean. And I've added my old fluval heater, which obviously had a little bit of muck and algae. I just scrubbed it off with a sponge and it came off perfectly. Now the reason why they're on the same side and they're not on opposite sides, what I had before, is because this whole middle section here is going to have enough room to put rock and larger pieces of wood in there to make it really look like the Amazon River. So that is my next job on the agenda. So let's begin scaping this aquarium. So the next job on the agenda, as I said before, is scaping the aquarium. Now this is probably my favourite part of doing a fish tank and redoing a fish tank, is scaping it. You can really let your imagination run wild when scaping. If you want a more fairy tale and a more magical forest theme, you can go with that. Or if you want a more natural looking theme or scape, you can go with what I'm going with, which is trying to create or recreate the best I can the Amazon River found in the Amazon jungle. So as you can see, I've started off with a massive rock just to be my centerpiece, but I've also got some more smaller pieces of rock, as you can see here, and some more larger pieces of rock as well. Also some wood, but we'll be getting onto that. So in this time lapse, you are going to be seeing me placing rocks here, there and everywhere, seeing how I like it, seeing how it looks at the end, and then we'll be placing in our wood. So I have made a start to the scape by adding a few pieces of rock. I've still got one more bit of rock to use. I'm just going to start adding in the wood in this next time lapse when you'll see. But I'm going to start adding in the wood and then see what it looks like, and then see if I want where I could place that fourth rock. So coming up in this time lapse, you will be seeing me placing all the wood and really making it look like the Amazon River. So there we have it. We have scaped and filled the aquarium up, and now it is looking really, really nice. The equipment is all switched on and running smoothly. The filter is pushing out a lot of air bubbles, so I'm going to have to be looking into that, making sure the filter is working properly. But I'll be giving you any updates if the filter doesn't work. The scape has stayed together, so obviously the next job now is putting in live plants. Now I'm not going to be filming a dedicated video on this, but I will be filming a sort of video after I plant the plants to show you what plants I got, where I placed the plants in specific areas, and also after filling the aquarium up and leaving it for a night or for a day, the water has gone a bit yellow. That's just because wood has released tannins off of the water, and I'm going to be keeping that. I really like that look. It's really making it look like the Amazon River. If you look at videos and photos, the Amazon River underwater ain't clear. It is very yellowy, very muddy and not quite clear, so I'm going to be keeping that yellowy sort of staining in the water. But that is the end of Project 2 Update 2, Scaping the Aquarium. Stay aquatic everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.